Hello everybody, welcome back to a contest entry. Today we're entering Richard McCook's My Quarter contest. I think I'm coming in on the wire here. Everybody seems to have done it, and I have a few videos I wanted to record, but I wanted to get this one out there so that I can make the deadline. So essentially Richard, um, one of our friends over in the UK, who I've actually had the pleasure of doing a video with on his channel. We ranked our favorite bird songs. It was really fun. Hopefully I can work with Richard again. Richard has asked us to show 4 eponymous records, meaning they're self-titled by the band or artist. And then he also has 2 more prompts that I'll get to in just a moment. And then at the end, he wants us to guess why this is called his quarter contest. So without any further ado, let me jump into my self-titled albums here. The first is Brian Wilson, obviously self-titled. This is his first album from 1988. This was a very controversial record. For one, again, as a Beach Boy going solo. Again, there were other Beach Boy solo albums before this. Dennis Wilson, Carl Wilson have both had solo records. I think maybe Mike Love, or I know Bruce Johnston did. But this was also under the direction of Eugene Landy, his therapist, psychiatrist at the time. So there was a lot of turmoil with this, Brian being under a lot of sedatives, etc. This is an original copy, promo, if you can see there, promo. The big song on here was Love and Mercy, but you also have songs on here like Little Children, Walking the Line, Melt Away is a beautiful song. The final suite is called Rio Grande. It's fantastic. Partly produced by Jeff Lynne as well, so it has some of that Jeff Lynne production. So I'm going to go with Brian Wilson as my first record. Second, I'm going to go with Paul Simon. This is his second solo album, but it's the self-titled. As you can see, I bought it for $8. It plays fine. It's got songs like Mother and Child Reunion, Duncan, Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard, Run That Body Down, Armistice Day, Papa Hobo, Congratulations. Really, really great stuff from Paul Simon. Yeah, great record. Next, we're going to go with Marshall Crenshaw. This is his debut album. Marshall Crenshaw was big in the kind of the revival of like the rockabilly scene in the 80s. Of course, he played Buddy Holly in La Bamba, the Richie Valens story with Lou Diamond Phillips, and has a great solo career in his own right. But this is his debut. It's got songs like Someday, Some Way, Carrie Ann is on here. There She Goes Again. Mary Ann, excuse me. Rocking Around in NYC. And this also just got a 40th anniversary re-release on CD and vinyl, so check that out. But really, really great. Mixes the old with the new, the 50s and the 80s. And then lastly, the fourth eponymous album that I'm going to show. This is the self-titled by the Lumineers, one of my favorite indie folk bands. Lumineers, Wesley Schultz, Jeremiah, Freights. This has their big song on here, Ho Hey, but also has songs like Stubborn Love, Big Parade, Sleep on the Floor. Does Sleep on the Floor on here? Let's see. No, that's on the second album. Stubborn Love is the one I'm thinking of. Dead Sea, Submarines. This is the 10th anniversary reissue. The original is a black cover, and this is more white. This has some bonus cuts on here and some really, really pretty colored vinyl. I guess I'll go ahead and show it to you. Can't really see, but it's like a really, really dark purple vinyl on here. So those are my 4 eponymous releases that I am showing for Richard. And then secondly, he wants us to show our longest album title and our shortest. I solely went on vinyl for this, as you can tell. I didn't go with CDs, so I might have others. But and I didn't want to show an album like Sgt. Pepper or Ziggy Stardust. Those have been shown. So I'm going to show the Monkees, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited. This is the Monkees' 4th album. Really, really great. A lot of people consider it their best. I would not argue. Great songs on here. Salesman, The Door in the Summer, She Hangs Out, Love Is Only Sleeping, Cuddly Toy, Words, What Am I Doing Hanging Around, Star Collector. Just some really, really great stuff on here. And this is after kind of the Monkees took a little bit more control of their music. So there's the longest title, and then the shortest title is an album by Steve Earle called Guy. This is a tribute album to Guy Clark, Texas troubadour, who falls under the tribute series that Steve Earle has put out in the last few years. He's also done them for Jerry Jeff Walker, for his son Justin Townes Earle, and for Townes Van Zandt. He says he's done with them. I don't know. He does a really good job. So if any other of the big country artists pass away, I'd like to see Steve Earle continue this tradition. But he does, L.A. Freeway, Desperados, Waiting for a Train, Anyhow I Love You. So really, really great stuff. And again, lastly, Richard asks us to talk about what we think this contest's theme is about, why it's called My Quarter. So I'm going to guess that a quarter of Richard's record collection has not been listened to more than once. So he's only got, let's say he has 100 records. He doesn't. He's got a lot more. Let's say he has 100 records. 25 of those records he's only listened to one time. So there's my guess. Everybody go subscribe to Richard. I'm going to leave his video below. And please subscribe to his channel. He's a really nice guy. In the meantime, y'all be good. Take care. And we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye now.